Hey guys, Technomentary with some exciting video for you guys today. I bought some iPhone 7 for $100 each, so they were just a little over $100 because in the United States you have to pay taxes. But I wanted to go ahead and review and unbox it for you guys. So if you guys aren't familiar with eBay, it's similar to Amazon. You can find great electronics for a really good deal if you buy, especially pre-owned, used, or sell a refurbished one. Even new ones you can get at a discounted price. So this one, I bought a couple of iPhones in the past as well. I wanted to do an updated video for you guys here. So a couple tips I wanted to share with you guys that people have been asking is whenever you're buying from eBay, there's about 5 things you want to look out for in the listing. First thing, you want to make sure the seller has lots of feedback. So that's the number of items they have sold. I usually buy from a seller with at least couple thousand feedbacks, and usually you want the feedback to be 95% or more. The next thing you want to look for is that the seller offers a 30 to 60 day return policy on your listing, so you can return your item if you don't like it. The next thing you want to look at is the condition. So usually I don't buy for parts or not working one because eBay does allow sellers to sell those, and the reason I don't do that is because I don't want to fix them. I just want to be able to utilize whatever I get. So I will buy conditions that are usually that says use, seller refurbished, manufacturer refurbished, pre-owned, and then new and open box, of course. And then I also look to make sure the iPhones that I'm buying are fully functional. They will list that fully functional or everything works and no issue. You'll note that as well. And then the next thing I look for is that the listing already has a lot of units that are sold. So you'll see when you go to a listing, it'll tell you how many has been sold so far. That means the seller is selling a lot of them and I can buy with confidence. Finally, what you want to do is thoroughly read the listing to make sure there isn't anything hidden. Usually you want to make sure all the things I mentioned above, that it's fully functional and then it's compatible with your carrier, especially for your iPhones. With iPhones, if you buy an unlocked one, it will work internationally and with most carriers that are GSM or CDMA. But there's iPhones that are specifically for carriers that will only work for that carrier or that company and its sub carrier. So like the T-Mobile will work for T-Mobile and its sub carriers. AT&T will work for AT&T and its sub carriers. Verizon, Sprint, they will work for their carriers. But if you get an unlocked one, most likely it will work on most networks and even international as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we get started, I'd like to make an announcement. We're actually doing a giveaway for an iPhone. Simply to enter, just like this video and then subscribe to your channel if you haven't subscribed. And then what you want to do is go ahead and share this video on your Facebook, Twitter, any other social media that you have, and then leave a comment down below that you have done all of these and where you shared this video. So let's go ahead and start it. So I got the package here. It came in 2 days after I ordered it in this priority flat rate envelope. It only took 2 days, so which is really awesome. So let's go ahead and open it up. You can see right now I am opening up the box here, and it came with the shipping slip. We'll put that aside, and then now let's take a look at the box here. So there's 3 iPhones in here because I ordered 3 of them. As you can see, this listing included the charging cable, but I don't think the block is included. So that's what they mentioned in that listing, that they weren't going to include the wall adapters, which is fine because I can get one of them for a couple dollars in store. So I'll leave that aside. So make sure you look at the listing. It will tell you what's included. Here I have 3 iPhone 7. So like I mentioned, these were around $100, which is fantastic for even 2020 because iPhones, they last for a while. And I made a video why iPhone 7 is still worth it if you guys want to go check that out as well on my channel. So here, let's open these up. So here I have the first one I'm opening up. So it has a slip on top. Here, let's look at the condition of the first one. So right here now, this one, it's a silver edition one. The back looks good. The top, there's a little scruff here on the actual bezel. And then the side looks good. Bottom looks good. Very minor things that you can't really spot even on this, you know, high resolution camera. And then the slight little nick-ish thing that you see, but I don't think that really will affect anything. And then let's look at the screen here. So the screen, as you can see, there's no scratches or anything, so it's in good condition for the screen. So let's power this one on, and then we'll move on to the next phone. Let's move on to the next one. So first one is powering on. I'm gonna open up the next one I got here. So same deal here. We're gonna pull this one up, put this one aside. So that one already started for us. Let's look at the back first. The back looks clean, no issues. Let's look at the top here. Top bezel looks good. This one's a little bit better condition in terms of the body, outside body, compared to the other one. This one's a little dirty because it's been used, but we'll have to just wipe it up a little bit. And then this side, the SIM thing is a little popping out. That's the water resistant thing, so I think it was just misplaced incorrectly, but that's not an issue. Once we put the SIM card in, you should be able to cover that. And then the front screen. Again, in this lighting, you see there's no scratch or anything on the front screen as well. So good to great condition again. So let's power this one on. So this one is powering on. Finally, let's look at the last one. Taking out of these packages. All right, let's look at the back first. The back looks good. A tiny little minor things just that are really not noticeable. The top part here, as you can see, looks good. The side looks good. The bottom, a little scruff here. And then this side, again, looks good. And then the screen, no scratch or anything like that, as you see here. Let's go ahead and power these on. So once we power them on, we're gonna go ahead and set these up. So you can see right now, these two already powered off. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up so we can get to the home screen to make sure the phone actually works and it's not locked with any carrier. So I'm gonna enter my password in here for my Wi-Fi that I have set up here. So you do need to connect to some kind of data whenever you're activating your iPhone. So let's go through this one. All right, we're gonna hit continue. I'm not gonna set anything up, but you can definitely do this whenever you're setting up your phone. Or you can come back and go back into settings and do it. So I'm not doing any data transfer, not even signing into my Apple ID here, just breezing through these as fast as I can. So let's keep on going, just hitting next pretty much, or just hitting that continue button. Voila, so we are at the home screen here, and if we look at, the first thing I test is the camera. So the camera, back one looks good, the front one looks good, which is fine. The button here for the mirror, that looks fine. The ringers are fine, so that's good. And then, as you can see, there's no iCloud or anything, so this is good to go. Let's look at the next one I have. So this one, same thing. We're gonna go ahead and set it up quickly, get to the home screen to show you guys that it is working. So it didn't pick up the network yet. Let's try again. All right, so my Wi-Fi came up. I'm gonna enter my Wi-Fi password here. Let's see, this time we'll do the same thing again we did with the other one. Just quickly breeze through the home screen so you guys can see that these phones, they are great phones. I think, for $100 iPhone 7, that's a great deal right now, even in 2020, because these phones are going to be supported on the iOS for the next 2 generations, I hope, iOS 14 and 15, I believe. So, and they have a really great camera as well. So let's keep on going. Continue, set up later. And this one, let's not do that. Choose the view. All right, so this one, all right, same deal, came up pretty quick. We were able to start it up. Let's check the camera. Back camera is good. Front is good as well. The buttons, the ringers, those are working for a lock button. and then the home button. So all of that works as you see right here. So let's move on to the final one. So these, as you can see, are on. Here's the hello again. Back, they're all of these are factory set, so they don't have any previous data or anything, and they're ready to go for, you know, you to use whenever you buy it, because they already do all that for you. They clean their devices, wipe out previous data, and set it to factory. So let's go ahead and set this one up. So I'm not gonna put anything right now for so I can breeze through the setup to show you guys the phone condition and the quality, of course. Don't use, agree, continue, not now. Okay. You can always come back to these settings later on by going to settings, so I'm not too worried about those here. And as you can see, this one, you know, this one going to the home screen as well. Let's look at the camera again. First thing I usually like to test, back camera looks good. Let's try the front one, good as well here. So let's look at the buttons. The silent button is good, ringer working fine, power button working fine, and then everything else looks good as well. So as you can see, all of these phones, you know, are in, you know, good to great condition. They're not like new, but because they're only $100 each, but they're fully functional, so I'm happy with that as well. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you guys are looking to buy it, there's a link down below in the description to the discounted iPhone 7. So this listing may not be there, but you can definitely find cheaper phones around that price range. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, do remember we are holding the contest for the giveaway to like this video, subscribe, share it on your social media, and then comment where you have shared it. Thanks for watching, guys.